All right, everybody, welcome back to the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. We have been out for a hot minute, but we are back, baby. Boy, oh boy, what a show do we have today. I mean, they just indicted Trump. For what? The whole thing is smoke and mirrors, people. It's smoke and mirrors. You got to pay attention out there. There was a trans shot up a school, killed some beautiful Christian kids and some older people. That's what they're trying to do. China is trading with Brazil and Brazil money only. Smoke and mirrors, baby. It's smoke and mirrors. You got to pay attention. That's the only reason that Alvin Braggs, the New York district attorney, came down and dropped a verdict on Trump. They got nothing. They got horse-faced Stormy Daniels, bro. Horse-faced Stormy Daniels is going to bring down Trump. You got another thing coming, bro. So what are you talking about? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're going to tell me? No, it's not true. It's all smoke and mirrors. So let's get down. We're going to break it down. We are on the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. We're not fake news. We're real news. So here's what I think the whole thing is. I think it's got a lot to do with the trans shooter. She left a manifesto. They are not going to release it. I guess the FBI's got to finish writing it. And then so there was just too much stuff going on. Then China's trading with Brazil, like I was saying. They're going to not use the dollar. The dollar was the gold standard for buying petroleum. Petroleum is oil. So if you're going to buy oil anywhere in the world, Saudi Arabia, wherever, you had to use the U.S. dollar. That made the U.S. dollar strong. So now the banks are collapsing. You know, you got Sam Bankman-Fried. Everything's collapsing. So next, they got nothing. The left is losing left and right. So they're like, let's indict Trump. So we're going to invite Trump, I guess, on some trumped up things about campaign finances. I guess supposedly Michael Cohen, who's been arrested, been to jail, he's a notable liar, is going to testify against Trump. His own lawyer, I think, came out too recently and said he's just making stuff up. And what are you going to do, people? What are you going to do? I think they want a reaction out of MAGA. They want a reaction out of MAGA. They want us to hit the streets. They want a January 6th. And it's not going to happen because we're going to sit back and we're going to relax and see what happens. Now, will Trump turn himself over is another thing, too, because Trump is in Florida. He lives in Mar-a-Lago. Now, New York, the governor, Katie Holcomb, you know, she wears the Vax necklace and all that. I guess somehow the governor is going to have to talk to Ron DeSantis in Florida where Trump's at. And then I guess the U.S. Marshals do transfers. But Trump is Secret Service. So, I mean, he's a whole nother ball game. You know, he Yankee white, baby. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm Trump, I'm not turning myself over. You know what I'm saying? If you want to come get me, come get me. I got Secret Service. It's not going to happen. But what are they going to do? What are they going to do? And then it'll be like a big old commotion, all this craziness going on. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, but I think Trump might surrender, you know, because, you know, Trump likes to face stuff head on. You know, he's still Trump. You know, he does his thing. So, but that being said, though, make sure you do like and subscribe, people. Come on, we're up to 31 subscribers. We're doing big things. I'm trying to get that silver button. So I can either throw that silver button out the window. I can light that silver button on fire. I don't know. We can do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it feels like. Come on, like and subscribe, baby. Like and subscribe. But back to the program. I think the whole indictment, I guess supposedly, too, there's like 34 counts coming down. I don't know what 34 counts would be because the whole thing was over Stormy Daniels supposedly. The statute of limitations has already run up on the one case because this is 7 years ago as a misdemeanor that he paid finances. They're trying to say he paid finances from his campaign, which Trump paid personally out of his own bank account, and the DAs and none of that wanted to touch anything. So what's really going to happen is, I guess, the Alvin Braggs is just going to try to, I don't know, they're trying to mold clay, Play-Doh, you know what I mean? Snowflake's like to put all the Play-Doh together and just make like some big round green ball into something, you know? We're not about that, you know? We're multifaceted. So it's not going to work. I think it's all it is smoke and mirrors, people. It's smoke and mirrors. They lit out the QAnon shaman. The QAnon shaman is out of jail. I don't know if it has anything to do with Tucker Carlson putting out the video of him being walked through the Capitol. But supposedly, I think his lawyer came out and said something about it's just part of the program. He was supposed to be let out 14 months early or something like that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all, one bit. So, but that's just me. You know what I mean? I only believe what I can see these days, and everything is gone to chaos. China, everything, Russia. Why are we paying all this money to Ukraine? I mean, none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. I'm just out here doing me, baby. I'm just out here doing me. But furthermore, I think the Trump whole thing, I think it's just a smoke and mirror, because they had the trans shooter go in and shoot up all those Christians at that Christian school. And then the White House, Jean-Pierre, came out and said that trans are being under attack. When a trans person shot a bunch of kids, shot all the kids and the staff. And then you had like I said earlier, China and Brazil are now going to trade in their own money. Banks are collapsing. It's just a total shit show. That's the Biden administration. And then they want to run up these all this weird stuff. I mean, I don't understand what's going on with America. I don't understand that Trump, I guess they think Trump's like the devil, bro. You know, they don't want that MAGA movement. They don't want that Make America Great Again. I blame it on Barack Obama, you know. I mean, Hillary, Barack, they were all against gay marriage, and then all of a sudden they just went full-blown gay. And then Joan Rivers got killed because they were saying that Michelle and Barack were gay. That's what I think. I don't know. I don't know anything. You know, look at me. I'm the biggest dummy out there probably on the internet. I'm just out here talking nonsense. But that's what I do. That's what I do. I'm just trying to have fun. And we like to poke fun at everything. But I did watch some shows today, and the snowflakes, boy, woo, you snowflakes are so happy. I love it when y'all happy. But it's going to be another thing that doesn't work. It's going to be Russia. It's going to be all the fake stuff that gets pumped out there January 6th, and then the tapes come out. And, I mean, it's endless stuff that y'all get hyped up over. You're going to get Trump. The Secret Service is not going to allow Trump to be handcuffed. I mean, it's going to be his own personal detail, so they're not going to handcuff Trump. You can't fingerprint a president because I believe it's national security. I'm sure there's a lot of buttons, you know, that you use with your fingerprints that presidents probably use. So it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I guess Alvin Braggs should probably be disbarred for bringing this weak-ass case up. Because you remember that Georgia lady that went on like CNN and she had those MK Ultra eyes. You got to watch out for those MK Ultra eyes. Everything's Project Mockingbird. If you listen to regular TV, it's all just to make your brain mush. It's just to make your brain mush. What you want to do is find your own independent resources, like me. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be independent. I'm trying to get some sponsors. Chevrolet, Ford, Ferrari. I don't care. Support your man. But I don't know what else to say. I saw this great clip on Tucker today with Jason Whitlock. I'm a big fan of Jason Whitlock. He used to be an ESPN host. I'm just been out here rambling because I'm all fired up. I mean, America is fired up. It's going to backfire. Trump is going to take it. He's going to take 2024. There's nothing they can do. They put all their eggs in this basket right here. That's it. They had to get the trans shooter out of the news. They had to get the QAnon Shyamalan out of the news that he got released for January 6th. Everything they said is crumbling. So you know what they said? Oh, we got to indict Trump. We got to get the news cycle to put Trump back out there. And then when you put Trump back out there, and they're like, oh, Trump got indicted? What are you getting indicted for? That's what you get. You get crickets. But without further ado, let me pull up this right here. Which button is it? This button? No, it's this button right here. All right, let me pull this button up right here. This is the Jason Whitlock segment. I think he feels it. I think most of America feels it. I'm going to end with this. I'm going to close out with a song. I don't know. You know what I mean? You got to wear our MAGA stuff. We got to put the Trump stuff out there. Some places you cannot do that. Remember, always protect yourself at all times. That's what the Rock and Roll Rebel Show is about. Protect yourself at all times. Be smart. Don't get dead. It's great advice. Don't get dead. But let's get on this Tucker Carlson and Jason Whitlock segment. It's a great segment.
Tucker, I don't say this with pride. I really don't. I'm just being factual. I've never voted. And so I'm not saying that with pride. I'm hardcore MAGA tonight. I will be voting. I am hardcore MAGA. I've never voted. I did, I observed Trump. I'm somewhat supportive of Trump, but they have made me MAGA. And they have made me ready for whatever is next, because what they are building for young people, I can't sit by and just let it happen without raising my voice and without being willing to sacrifice whatever so that kids don't live in a communist Marxist society. These people that think the government is going to take care of them don't understand history, that they've never studied history. They don't understand how tyrannical a government is. If they have their way, if they have their way, we're all catching hell except for the elites. And yes, I have a very good bank account, and perhaps I'm an elite, but my heart is working class. My parents were factory workers. I came from nothing in this country. I'm black. They're telling everybody, black here, oh, you can't come from nothing and make it in this country. That's bullshit. This country is the greatest country in the history of the planet. It's the safest, most prosperous place for black people and all people. That's why people are beating down the doors to get here. And they've demonized the whole thing, and they've turned Trump into this devilish Luciferian character when they are the devils. They're the ones that don't believe in God.
I agree. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yep.
And there we go, folks. That's the
Tucker,
one and only.
I don't say this with pride. I really don't. I'm just
technical difficulty. But that is the one and only Jason Whitlock. And that's me, baby. That's me for tonight. I'm just getting back into it. We got the Roadcaster out here. We're out here making noise, baby. We making noise. We can talk like monsters. We can do whatever we want. But thank you for tuning in to the Rock and Roll Rebels show. Let's like and subscribe, people. Trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, baby. I want that button so I can set it on fire and tell YouTube to stick it up there. You know what I mean? They're trying to censor people. They took down my Trump video the other day. And they just want you to self-censor. I don't want to self-censor. I am on Rumble. Follow me on Rumble, the Rock and Roll Rebels show. And peace and mañana. God bless you all. And all of y'all have a great, 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 great night.